Welcome in NSO Productions, where we're here with Mr. White. This is the first podcast ever, and I got the honor of having Mr. White, Detroit Youth Choir, in the building. What's up,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
White?
Hey, Mr. Willie, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
Good.
Just here, we have some rehearsals and different things going on today, but I took the time to come out and be with you to kind of talk about the event coming May 6th. That's really right around the corner.
Right around.
So, yeah, it's just an honor to be a part of something like that.
First and foremost, I think the honor is mine because when I put this concert together, I handpicked the artists on the show, and you definitely are the definition of, in spite of, and what my company stands for. And I don't think people out here really understands how long you've been in the game
Yeah.
and all the in spite of moments that you had. If you could share, with us.
Well, just to say that we're here at the Marygrove Conservancy, where our headquarters are, is a testament to the journey that the Detroit Youth Choir has been going on. I started with the choir back in '99 / 2000. I took it over from Fleming Ivory, which was the director before me.
Okay.
And, I kind of put a little twist on the choir and developed the image and the branding. I didn't know it was branding back then.
Right.
I didn't know what branding was, but I just know I wanted a logo for the organization. And we came up with this right here, the DYC logo. Shout out to my friend Deborah Beasley that came up with the first logo, which was like a wheel, like Motor City.
All right.
And then it turned into this logo, which was created by a friend of mine, Lasbury.
Okay.
He's a graduate of Marygrove College, where Marygrove was a college. So I took the logo and I put it on everything DYC. Boo, 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 boo. One day, one of our parents, Miss Jones,
Okay.
came to me and said, "Hey, have you ever thought about competing? National, on national TV. America's Got Talent came through. We did all the paperwork. Ran it by lawyers, everything, and we came upon the 2019 season of America's Got Talent.
Right.
And it is like I've been knocking on doors way before that, but
Right.
now it took Terry Crews to really open up the door for us.
Right.
And I mean, we're the only choir in the city really doing it like
Right.
this. That's what we kind of pride ourselves on, because we are choir first, then theater, then dance.
Right.
So that's pretty much what Detroit Youth Choir stands for.
Well, I had the opportunity, and I want to thank you for allowing me just to peek in on the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Those kids get it in.
Yeah.
Right?
They work.
It's very intense in there.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to expect, but I mean, I play ball, right? So when I was playing ball, right, practice was intense.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I
Sure.
seen in there, and I just love the atmosphere. And it just, it made me,
Yeah.
it gave me some type of energy or some type of hope
Yeah.
that what we're doing, what we're both doing, is creating
sure.
a platform for them to always concentrate on their tomorrow instead of looking back on your yesterday. I wanted to ask,
Uh-huh.
right, because you're living your vision,
Yeah. For
right? Your vision is right. One day you hear you're on the national level,
national.
right?
Yeah.
For me, in the process of where I am, I'm trying to birth something, and it's a lot of in spite ofs.
Yeah.
Right? So what, right, have you, through this journey, right, did you ever experience like them in spite ofs where you wanted to give up? on?
Oh yeah, definitely. Giving up was on my mind several times because I felt that no one out there actually respected what I did, what I do. The parents they look at me sideways
Right.
always.
Can
But you
imagine.
also have some parents that look at me with the admiration,
Right.
and that's what I love. I love that admiration, the way they look. But you have some parents with the side eye. If their kid don't get the solo, it's a conspiracy.
Right.
So it's times like, why do I need to really go? I don't really need to go through that.
Right.
So let me just stop it.
Right.
But I think of all the kids that with the stories of, I was about to kill myself, and DYC saved me, saved my life. I live for those stories.
Right.
I was being bullied in high school or elementary school, but DYC is a family,
Correct.
And, to let people know about the family aspect of DYC is that, a lot of people like, well, we were a family where people don't understand growth. When you grow, that family unit is not as tight as it was 5 years ago,
Right.
10 years ago.
Right.
So of course we're going to expand. Of course it's going to turn into a business. Well, with DYC, we still like to keep it fun. We like to bring in people like the Rock Nation group,
Right.
Willie Maull, in spite of group.
Spite
We like to bring in different people to kind of give them a different avenue to maneuver in as young artists. And what I'm really doing is what Motown did, really. They go through vocals, then they go to choreo, then they go to acting, then they go to etiquette, then they go, then you put them out there in front of people, and they like, wow, these kids from Detroit.
Right.
So, I mean, we are key holders to the city of Detroit.
That's right.
And we really have pride in that. We got multiple Spirit of Detroit awards, and that's what we do. That's what DYC is, and I just want people to know that we came from the dirt.
That's right.
To the light.
That's right.
That's what DYC is, and what you saw in rehearsal is day after day of working on something to make great, and that's what DYC is about.
It's funny, when you were talking, I was thinking about as I can't think of your niece, the young lady.
Yeah, Alasia.
Alasia.
Yes, for sure.
Oh my God, what a personality, right? And as she escorted me to the second floor, and I was walking, and I'm looking at the walls, I'm looking at this room, and I'm looking at that room, and I'm looking at this room, and I'm looking. Right, you got a whole production company up here, and I don't think people really understand, right? So, my question to you is, do you ever have moments where it's just you, and you just walk, right? You just walk through the door, and you walk up, and you go, man, I came from the dirt.
Yeah, I mean, literally. Yeah, I want to give that saying. Credit to my brother-in-law who just passed away.
Okay.
Thank you. He used to say, "Man, you came from the dirt. You're the golden." He used to call me all these names.
Right.
You're the golden man. You're the golden Negro.
Right.
He used to say all that stuff, and I'm like, wow, what I did actually made a difference in his life.
Right.
Rest in peace to Sign, but. My brother-in-law really instilled that thing about, hey man, you did it. Like you, not such and such, not such and such, but you actually brought this choir to fruition.
You did.
Because I remember having 7 kids doing a full concert, standing room only, over on the east side when I first took it over, a Christmas concert. It was 7 kids. And that was the Detroit Youth Choir.
Right.
And I remember doing that, and he was there, and everybody was there, my wife and everybody. But just to start off at those humble beginnings, I never forgot that.
Right.
And when you go down and see them kids working like that, and we have another choir in the other room that's getting ready for a show May 19th to 20th. Okay. Their show is called Sounds of Cinema. Right. And that show is going to be amazing because they're going to be doing music for movies. Okay. You know, like movie scores.
Yeah, I heard of Marvin Gaye. They were singing
So that's from Sister Act 2. Okay. So they're doing Sister Act 2. They're doing Rocky, Fame. So some of the movies that we grew up on, they're doing the music to it. Now, they don't understand those movies, but by the end of the show, they will understand how much it means to people. Wow. You know, they're doing actually Rocky, Moana, and Andy. You know, they're doing all of that stuff. So big shout out to Center Stage. They are amazing. Wow. Yeah, they are amazing.
I'm grasping in the moment, right? Yeah. And I'm hoping that my platform somehow even touches the platform that you have, that God has completely.
For sure. It takes
and
work.
Trusted you with.
It takes work. This stuff goes with headaches and going home tired. I'm up here, like you said, walking around like, man, look at what we have. But it comes with work. It comes with headaches. It comes with other people's personalities, staff members who might not have the same vision as you, that's still with you, but you have to make them understand this is what the vision is. That's right. Us going to L.A., we're on our way to Tribeca, you know, because our docuseries is going to be shown there. Okay. So all of this is nothing to laugh at, you know. So what I do is really like to death serious. And these kids' lives are very important as well.
Now, when you said Tribeca, my mind got to going. I hope you send your Tribeca crew that live link for May 6th so they can see you, right? That was the whole purpose of live streaming is off of a conversation you and I had. Yeah. And, you know, I kind of was like, man, what can I do to help you fulfill a vision, because you're helping me, even though you guys really don't know. You guys are really helping me fulfill a vision because I seen you guys in 2020 and I tried to do this process and COVID shut it down. But
we kept going though. DYC kept, you know, and that's a testament to us as people, as Black people. We picked up the mantle and we just continued even though it was a pandemic. Right. You know, actually, that was the best time that DYC was, active. Right. Was COVID. Right. We did Glory. We did other numerous concerts virtually, and we came out successful. It was a big success.
So it's funny that a lot of people don't know that this concert that's happening on May 6th, 2023, at First Baptist Institutional Church on West 7 Mile. They don't know that 3 years ago that this concert was formed, and it was Leandria Johnson, James Fortune, and it was you guys. And we couldn't get it off the ground because of COVID and everything started shutting down. Yeah. Elliot.
Dre.
Dre is my cousin. Or our families are extremely close. Yeah. My brother, shout out to Cam. My brother and DeAndre's mom are cousins, first cousins. Okay. So we paid attention when you guys were on Detroit Youth Choir because he was on there, right? Yeah. And that's when I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And just to, you know what I'm saying, be introduced to you guys through a television screen, and for me to now be sitting here and having the pleasure and the honor of you being on my show to launch my company, it's kind of like overwhelming because I'm watching God tell me something 3 years ago, and I'm watching it unfold. Yes, sir. You know, when you
When we got to go to buzzer.
But when you guys got the buzzer, it seemed like we all got the buzzer.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I felt like I won.
Yeah.
Right? Because, and I don't know if it's, we root for the underdogs. And I don't even know
we are
why,
the underdog.
why, so with that, in that same vein, why do you consider you guys the underdog?
Well, we always been the underdog in the city because you have other organizations out here. You have Mosaic Youth Theater.
Okay.
You have the Union. Okay. You have Teen Hype.
Okay.
So those are organizations that funders and everybody zero in.
Okay.
But they kind of skip over the Detroit Youth Choir.
Okay.
So I think when Terry Crews did what he did,
right,
he put the world on notice that you guys are an organization. Right. You guys do need money. Right. You guys should have won $1 million, and that's why we got the endowment, right? So, big shout out to Terry Crews, man. He is like family, because if it wasn't for him, even the first and second time, I think that our organization would just be stagnant. Right. DYC thrives on entertaining, entertainment, and our kids are shining example. Even DeAndre Elliott, Dre as we call him, he used to ask me, Mr. White, what's my niche? I mean, what do I do? I mean, I can't really sing that well. I can't do this that well. What do I do? I was like, I don't know. Why don't you try this rap verse? Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, he was like, yeah, I'm old. He was doing that. And I was like, oh, so you're going to be a rapper for a choir.
That's right.
So he became the face of the rapping scene of DYC as a male. And then we had the other young lady, Indigo Yaj, which is Jayla Small, and Jada Flores. Okay. They were our other two lady female rappers. Now we have a host of female rappers and male rappers in DYC because of them, because they laid the foundation for others to come through the door.
It's funny when I always say what's in my spirit to say. So if I get to whatever, it's just blame it on God because he put it in my spirit to say. But when you were talking and you kept mentioning Terry Crews.
Yes, T. Crews.
Right? And I try to take people's words and let it pierce my spirit, and whatever resonates out of that piercing, then I say. Yeah. When you were saying it, God told me to tell you that Terry Crews was just a vessel. Yeah. Right? He heard that sound.
He did.
Right? Yeah. He heard that sound that we all heard. But we didn't have the power to do a gold buzzer, right?
He was in that position.
And it's so funny how God, I'm learning, how God positions people, right? So if you would have went prior to him becoming the host, because he wasn't the host, it was
Nick Cannon.
Right?
Tyra Banks.
Right. So look at what God had to remove.
Yeah.
In order
to
for
open the door for Terry Crews. And Terry also showed us the way of Hollywood and how Hollywood perceives African American young people. Mm-hmm. Like they really like us, but we have to come correct. We have to walk on that stage with bow ties.
That's right.
We have to walk on there with sweater vests and khakis and all of that, to be taken seriously. And he put that on Front Street. He was like, they came correct. They did whatever they needed to do. And I had to hit this buzzer, Right. So when people see DYC and they see the bow ties and the sweater vest, they know that we coming through and we about to hit it.
That's right.
We about to tear it up, So
are we expecting on May 6th?
You saw that rehearsal, right?
Yeah, I see the rehearsal, right? And what I seen, I don't know if you could do it in bow ties, and I
Oh
don't
yeah, they
know.
doing it. They doing it. Oxford shirts. And,
So that's how we go. How we coming. So
we coming
the little
through.
birdie told me that there's a possibility that NSO is going to dress DYC. That's what the little birdie told me. Right.
Okay.
We're still working it out with the logos all everywhere, and we, you know, that might be something, right? Because I plan on going. Or God put in my spirit. God planned. I want to do 10 cities. I'm determined to do 10 cities.
Okay.
I think that, man, this is tough.
That's a big vision.
Right, but your vision, right?
Yeah.
I'm fooling with a visionary, so therefore my vision has to be something so out of the box because God placed two visionaries together. And with that being said, it's so funny because you don't really know who's watching.
You don't.
Right?
Something like guys, you came into our rehearsal, and then the other guy was there from Rock Nation, and you don't know who these kids are performing in front of. You could have been Barack Obama right-hand man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know, so I always tell our kids to be professional, to be disciplined in front of guests. You know, so you never know who might show up at our rehearsal.
I'm gonna tell you was more important, even though I appreciate you introducing me to Rock Nation. Like I met Rock Nation today, right?
Yeah.
But what I learned moments ago was more important to me than meeting Rock Nation, right? I learned that this young lady, right, went into your rehearsal. And she walked out, right? How did you walk out? Well, first, can you tell us who you are?
My name's Jessica. I am under my father for taking photos and videos.
Okay.
I will be there on May 6th filming.
Good.
And when I saw you guys performing, I was super inspired.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's
the kind of response. Like we want people walking away when we do our thing. Like where these kids been all this time, right? They here. You can reach out and touch them. You know what I'm saying? You can go high five them. You know what I'm saying? That's how we want our young people to be. You know, and you're an aspiring photographer and everything.
I'm playing with the idea, yes.
Well,
are you playing with the idea of becoming into the Detroit Youth Choir's program?
Yes.
Is that
man,
yeah.
Look, that'll be lovely because we have the future doctors and lawyers.
Wow.
And hairstylists, recording artists. They all come out of DYC. You know, Broadway singers, models. We have a whole like we did this lab here that we're in today. This is for you guys to come and explore your creativity side, you know. And I persuaded Chase Bank to give us the money for this room, and they did.
I got a question for you. Like, how does that make you feel that just off of the brief moment that she seen you guys getting it in, right? And that inspired her to maybe want to be a part of DYC, just the energy, just the, right? You bring the energy.
The vibe. And they weren't even going 100.
Right. What?
They wasn't going 100%.
They weren't going 100?
No.
Oh, man, I can't.
To me, that was like 70.
Woo.
So my expectations, like, is so astronomical. Like, I told them, we about to travel. We about to go to Florida. And I was like, this is a business trip. We going to the theme parks, but don't blow your voice out because we have to get there and we have to do what we came to do. We can have fun on the bus and the plane and all that, but I was like, y'all going 70, but to the person walking off the street, it looked like they going hard, right? In my eyes, it's like, no. Y'all can go better. Y'all can do better. And the expectation for the next young person to come is you have to go hard.
How do
they
you
sweat.
Balance?
Huh?
How do you balance? How do you balance? This is a question you can help me with, right? As I, go through all of these in spite of right now,
for sure.
right? So, what's your balance? Because we're visionaries, so our expectations are far greater than what people see in themselves. And my challenge has been because I see so much, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking to what I see and not having patience on where they are opposed to where I see them. And I'm struggling with that balance. And you know what I mean? How do you, right?
How do I deal with that?
Push,
like when the kids see me walk in the room, they're supposed to go 100, right? But they just got out of school, stuff like that. But the expectation is always high, and even having a high expectation, that you can create enemies because they don't see your expectation. Like I could say y'all going 70.
That's right.
But somebody else might say, well, it looked like to me they went 100.
That's right.
But if the visionary says, if Willie Maull says this concert could be 1 million, we have to strive for that 1,000,000%.
But I through this journey.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I couldn't find that balance because I'm still working through my in spite ofs.
Yeah.
So people don't really understand that when you carry something.
Yeah.
Right? When you carry something, like when you for real carry something, you have to have some tough skin. And I've lost a lot. Putting on this concert, I've lost a lot of for real relationships. I've seen a lot,
but you also gained a lot.
Clearly,
sometimes you have to let things and people go.
Yeah,
there's people that I don't even communicate with because their energy and everything is not for these young people. Like everything DYC is 100% for the kids, right?
Right.
And we're also an organization, so we're a business, right?
That's right.
But what I do, I live for them. I put them in situations where they can be seen, they can be appreciated.
That's right.
When we go, I want them to have the right food. I want them to have the right amenities because I believe that they are the next generation of entrepreneurs and photographers and sound engineers, you know what I'm saying, and rappers and dancers. And so I want them to experience the life. And ever since that golden buzzer, people been treating us like I feel that they should treat young people, But I also bring them down to earth, and that's my job.
That's right.
Like, hey, you getting 5-star treatment, but remember, we still have a job to do. We're here to do what we have to do. And that choir, prime time, as we call them, that was prime time. And prime time, I can split them off. I can have 15. They can sound like 1,000 people.
Wow.
I can have 2,000 people they can sound like, and they can perform. I remember we did a gala, Black United Fund gala at the Motor City Casino ballroom.
Okay.
We did it with 10 kids. That's a skill.
It is.
Oh my! Listen, if you can dance and move, you can do surgery. You get what I'm saying? I mean, whatever you got to do, because they learning foot, hand, eye, body, and voice together. And that's how, and people like, how did you turn these ragtag kids vocally?
Perceived ragtag.
You ragtag, right? How did I turn a group of ragtag kids into world class? Because we concentrate on that, yeah. We do that until they get it perfect. and then we move on to the next, and then we teach the music, you know, and that's DYC.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
that's DYC.
So we're rolling. So
Oh yeah.
so do you have people that when they say you're going to be opening up or you're going to be singing with or this and this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What was or how did you feel when you got the call that you would be on the same on the same ticket as Leandria Johnson?
So when that came up, the kids were, we tell the kids everything,
Right.
because we keep everything transparent around
Right.
here. So it was like, hey, we will be on the ticket. The first thing they said, are we singing with her? I said, well, I don't know. She might come. I don't know. But we're going to be on the same ticket.
Right.
So we got to be prepared with our gospel
That's right.
and our show music,
Right.
like thunder and all that. And, since you told me, like, y'all can sing y'all stuff.
You do what you do.
That means go out and do what y'all saw downstairs,
That's right.
like the thunders, the Hey Look Mom Made
That's
It,
right.
This Is Me, Can You Feel It?
That's right.
And then come out with our gospel. We got a nice gospel set. I ain't gonna tell you the songs because I want to be a surprise. But we got a nice gospel set, and if Leandra, if she chooses to sing with us or come out and jam,
Mm-hmm.
we
ready.
open. We ready.
We
DYC is ready.
Listen.
So we look at it as an honor to be on the same ticket as a superstar or artist. We've been on the same show as or is it always just us? No, we've been on there with a few artists,
Right.
and we're able to do what we do and just make it happen. That's what we do.
It's I told you as you talk, whatever pierces my spirit is going to come out,
Uh-huh.
and so you understand that I handpicked you
Yeah.
for the drive, and I know no in spite of, I know no obstacles, I know nothing.
Right.
But what I seen
Yeah.
on TV, you ooze with drive, you ooze with passion,
You
you
gotta have it.
ooze with right, and
Yeah.
when I learn bits and pieces as they show clips on, right?
Yeah.
You've been in the game for a minute, and so for me, how does that make you feel that
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Like I know you guys get gigs all the time,
Yeah.
right? But this is a different type of gig,
Yeah.
right? Because for me, I'm launching my company,
Yeah.
and I want people to understand that it doesn't matter, right? That's why I told you, I want to showcase Mr. White and DYC. Okay, we're in the church,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Right? Jesus
Right.
turned water into wine. He didn't turn water into, right?
Yeah.
So-
we've sung some of our things. We do our show like everywhere. Like churches bring us out and like do what y'all do. Like we just love DYC,
That's right.
So, we just want to come and just exert that drive and that energy when
That's
we
right.
get on the stage, and when people see us perform, they're like, oh, these kids are making me tired sitting here watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, they moving so much, they dancing so much, they singing so much. It's truly extraordinary with this new generation of DYC kids, how they perform. It's truly extraordinary. Because our older students, they look at them now like, wow, Mr. White, you still doing? They can't believe that I'm still directing.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm still directing. What else I'm gonna do? That's what I do. That's why I'm here. That's why we got the logo on the walls, because I believe that the Detroit Youth Choir represents all youth choirs and all youth for the state of Michigan. And We want to be that vessel. I mean, we're going to Tribeca for Christ's sakes. You know what I'm saying? And just to have us at a Tribeca Film Festival because of our docu-series,
That's right.
that's a big deal.
That's right.
You know, what youth choir is doing that around here in the city? And we just want to be that beacon of light and hope to everybody that watches us. Like, hard work, determination, sheer will. That's what we go off. You know?
No, that's a good. That's a good message. I'm also gonna say, right?
Yeah.
When you were talking, right? I would tell the kids to learn, deliver me.
Really?
Right?
Deliver
See,
me?
I have a way
Yeah.
of working my magic.
Really.
Oh yeah, it's my show. Right? I get it that I hire you,
Yeah.
right? And you're gonna do this before, but you have no idea,
Right.
right? Because NSO, we when people leave there, I want them running out like it doesn't matter about your yesterday,
Yeah.
right? Even though you guys are rehearsing, everything seems script.
Yeah.
I don't think NSO that night will be like any other because it's such a right. It has such a big message, and I think that I share with you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna share yet with everybody, but I share with you because I don't want to take away from May 6th. I share with you what I plan to do on how NSO even got active,
Yeah.
right? And so I don't think Leandria is prepared for
Really.
what NSO is gonna put on her, right? And now I can't wait to May 6th, right? I'm starting to get that adrenaline flowing, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm so excited about the energy that I feel that will be going on.
It's gonna be extraordinary. We can't wait. We have a lot of concerts ourselves that's going on. We got a lot of people requesting DYC, but that's like one of the highlight performances that we actually highlighted for the month of May because we don't perform all the time,
Right.
but when we do, we want to show out. You know, we want to do our thing, and if there's a chance to perform with her, that would be major. I mean,
Man,
we got some kids that want to go woo woo woo
Listen.
with her, you know, woo
Listen.
woo 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 woo.
trust me, microphones will be passed around. I will promise you that. So
Yeah, we got kids that's like out.
yeah.
Oh, we sung with the Clark sisters before.
Okay.
You know, they brought us up on stage. Like,
Okay.
they was like, DYC, you know. They did our little chant.
Right.
But yeah, we just, like the young lady said, she felt hope
That's right.
and positivity flowing from the rehearsal. We want everything to be like that. You know, we do theater, we do Broadway. You know what I'm saying? We don't just do one thing.
Right.
We do multiple things. And listen, my vision also says that I will have 250 kids.
Wow.
Especially when the docuseries drop.
That's right.
You know, my vision is to have 50 kids in all three choirs. And I might have to split a choir because there might be 100 in there.
Do you see? And I know we're getting ready to wrap up, but I wanted to ask you, like, because when you're talking, things pierce, and do you see yourself expanding outside of Detroit, where you got kids, right, all over, right? Where does Mr. White and because it wouldn't be DYC then, right? Because
it'll be that city's
right,
youth choir.
Right.
I'm actually working on a project with Pontiac.
Okay.
They want to. Kano Phillips is a community advocate there,
Okay.
and he wants to do the Pontiac Youth Choir based upon DYC.
Okay.
So it'll be a satellite choir.
Okay.
You know, I'll go up there. I'll get them started. You know, get them. Because, you know, there's no DYC without a Mr. White.
That's right.
You got to have me somewhere.
That's right.
I don't have to be there all the time,
That's right.
but you have to have me somewhere, I believe, right?
That's right.
Because people be trying to duplicate,
That's right.
but they don't get the steps. They don't get the vocal capabilities right. So Pontiac looks like our first satellite, and then I would like to branch off into Atlanta, New York. New York needs a choir. Harlem needs a choir. They had the Boys Choir of Harlem.
Mhm.
There's no more Boys Choir of Harlem. So it'll be nice to have a Harlem Youth Choir, HYC. I remember Diddy reached out to somebody that I knew, Puff Daddy. Everybody knows Sean Combs. I heard that he reached out and he was interested in contacting me, but I never heard it. Everybody's interested,
That's right.
but it takes a lot of energy to get this thing going.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would love to do a lot of satellite work and different. And eventually, my job is just going to be to oversee the activities of the choirs, not so much direct them, but oversee what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait.
If right, if you could tell the NSO family,
Yeah.
right, if you could leave them with anything,
Yeah.
right, what would you leave them with?
I would say, NSO family, believe in your leader, your visionary, Willie. Believe in what he's doing in the community and what he wants to take abroad. Believe in his vision, believe in his concepts, because everybody didn't believe in my concepts. But now you see we got a headquarters, we got different choirs, so always just believe in your visionary and great things to come. Just stay the course. Anybody that's dealing with Willie, just it takes time. It takes time to build. It took me 26 years. So stay with your visionary and great things to come.
And I'm gonna piggyback on that,
Yeah.
and I want to say, right, or what's in my spirit to say, it's just right. This is all new to me too.
Yeah.
Right? So this is a learning process too, and I might not always get it right. Right?
Right.
I might not always say the right things. I might not always move the right way. I might not react the right way. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right, my heart,
Yeah.
right, is with NSO people. Basics.
Yeah.
Right? You, Leandria Johnson.
Yes.
Right? I feel it's going down.
Oh, it's
Right.
going down. Yeah.
Live stream.
Live stream.
Right?
If you can't make it, there's a live stream, and that'll be great for people that can't. That's out of the country. They might want to tune in. Please tune in May 6th, live stream or in person. Get your tickets today, and let's just make this thing happen. I want the world to see DYC. I want the world to see Leandria. I want the world to see NSO. So let's just make this thing happen. 2023 is a good year, a big year. It's moving fast. We're already in May.
That's right.
Almost.
That's right.
We almost in May. So we 5 months down, right? We almost in 2024. So, maybe we can do a NSO HBCU tour.
That's right.
That's what we're trying to do.
We got to speak it into existence.
Yes,
that's what we're working on.
NSO HBCU college tour featuring the Detroit Youth Choir and possibly another artist or something.
Yeah, we gonna get Leandria.
Oh, okay.
That's what we gonna do. We gonna get Leandria, right? If we gonna do it, we gonna do it right with the people. Now we might have to add to some people, but we're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
But before we go, I wanna say this, and because I want to acknowledge First Baptist Institutional Church.
First Baptist. The pastor.
Pastor Robin and that whole congregation, them open up their doors, right? When God told me to move it 2 weeks prior to the event, and they have embraced it. And so I want to just give crazy shouts out to them. Leandria, we waiting on you.
Yeah,
we waiting on you. I also want to say, Jafra, we thank you for being the official sponsor. SB Ministries, one of the partners, and I could not miss out on saying 313
Yeah, 313.
Magical Memories, Felicia Tyson.
Yes.
She rode this ride, right? And she did we wouldn't even be sitting here if she wasn't then
Doing what she
yeah,
doing.
oh
Yeah.
my God, right? Words can't even explain it. But you guys, we'll see you May 6th.
May 6th. Get your tickets.
Get your tickets, nsoproductions.com. You guys, right?
Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing you.
Click
God
the
bless.
link. Click the link. Scan the QR code. Get your tickets. Thank you.